today's video, I'll be explaining William Wordsworth's poem To the Cuckoo. Welcome back, friends. This is Mehjabeen. O bleat newcomer, I have heard, I hear thee and rejoice. O cuckoo, shall I call thee bird or but a wandering voice? So this is how the poet is starting the poem. He is saying that the cuckoo is a bird which visits England in the spring season, and it is a carefree bird, and it is a newcomer. That means it visits, it comes to England in the season of spring, in the early period of spring. And he says that I have heard, and the poet says that this is the song that I had heard many times in the past, and I hear thee and rejoice. And even now I can hear this song of the cuckoo, and I feel happy listening to the song. O cuckoo, shall I call thee bird? Then again the poet raises a question. He says that, O cuckoo, shall I call you just an ordinary bird or but a wandering voice? But are you more than being just a bird? Are you a voice? Are you a spiritual voice? Are you carrying a message from the angels? While I am lying on the grass, thy twofold shout I hear. Then the poet says that now when I am lying on the grass, I hear your double-toned shout. Your tone, the tone of your song seems to be double. From hill to hill, it seems to pass at once far off and near. It is a twofold tone because in the first instance it looks as though it is the song of an ordinary bird, but when we hear it for an extended period of time, we get the impression that it is trying to convey the message, some kind of special message from the heavens. So from hill to hill it seems to pass, and this song seems to move around from one hill to another, at once far off and near. And sometimes the song seems to be far off, seems to be coming from a far off place, and at other times it seems to be coming from somewhere nearby. Thou babbling only to the vale, and although you are making some babbling sound, and some sound that cannot be properly understood by human beings, although you are making that sound only to the valley, vale means valley, of sunshine and of flowers. That valley is being personified here. It is not something that is just an ordinary valley. It is an extraordinary valley. The valley is being personified here because it carries the angelic tones of a bird. It is carrying the angelic music of a bird, of sunshine and of flowers. And in this valley is full of sunshine, and also it is full of flowers. Thou bringest unto me a tale. And while you are singing, you are bringing to me a story of visionary hours. You are bringing to me a story related to spiritualism. Thrice welcome, darling of the spring. So the cuckoo is the most sought after living thing of the spring season, and the poet is welcoming it 3 times. Even yet thou art to me no bird. You are not. Even though you are to me a bird. You are not just a bird, but an invisible thing, a voice, a mystery. Even yet thou art to me no bird. So although I do not treat you just as an ordinary bird, I don't treat you like an ordinary bird, but to me you are an invisible force. You are an invisible force because you can never be seen by human beings. It is only your song that can be heard from a distance. Your voice can be heard, and as a result you are a mysterious force. You are an enigmatic force. So you are a voice and you are a mystery to us human beings. The same whom in my schoolboy days I listened to. Then the poet also says that this is the same song of the cuckoo that I had listened to in the past when I was a school-going child. That cry which made me look 1,000 ways, and that cry, it is not an ordinary cry, it is the cry of an angelic voice. So again, cry is being personified here. And at that time when I used to hear the song of the cuckoo, when I was a child, I would be so delighted by the sound that I would look in 1,000 different ways. Sometimes I would look in the bush, sometimes in the tree and sometimes in the trees and sometimes in the sky, in bush and tree and sky. To seek thee did I often rove, and in order to find thee I would often wander about through woods and on the green. I would wander about in the forest, in the deep woods, in the forest, and also in the greenery. Wherever I would see some greenery, I would go searching for the cuckoo bird. And thou wert still a hope, a love, and you were always a hope to me, and I had loved you immensely. I had always hoped to see you. I would be inspired by you. I would be deeply influenced by you, and still long for, and even now I long for you. I desire for you, and although you are never seen, although you are a bird which can never be seen, I can listen to thee yet, and still I can listen to you. I can listen to your song, can lie upon the plain, and while I listen to your song, I lie down on the plain outside, outdoors, and listen till I do beget, and I continue listening until I can beget, until I can create that golden time again, until I can go back in my mind, in my memories. I go back to my past, to my childhood days when I enjoyed the beauty, the melody of the cuckoo bird. Oh, blessed bird. And then the poet says that the cuckoo is a special bird. It is a blessed bird. The earth we pace, the earth in which we move around, again appears to me an unsubstantial fairy place that is fit home for thee. And then the poet says that the earth becomes a fairy-like place for me because it is an appropriate place for the cuckoo bird to come back to the earth time and again whenever it wants to rest. And that is why the earth is a very special bird. It's a very special place, not just for the cuckoo bird, but also to the poet, because the cuckoo comes and visits it from time to time from its heavenly abode. It comes and visits the earth, and that is why and because of its visitations, the earth becomes a fairy-like place. It becomes something very an ordinary thing, like an ordinary place like the earth becomes extraordinary in dimension. This is what the poet is trying to mean. And I have already uploaded the summary of this particular poem. I uploaded it yesterday. Please check it out. With this, I come to the end of today's video. We'll meet you tomorrow with another tutorial. Until then, bye.